Hello everyone. So meeting you all after a long time. So without wasting any time, let us quickly start with a small topic revision which we are doing. What we are doing is PCK CA Foundation Business and Commercial Knowledge subject chapter number 5, where you have been provided different regulatories that are regulating, right? So today we are going to cover up CCI and IRDA. Done? So let us get started. And for more further information about the batches, about our next lectures, you can see in the description box, everything is mentioned there. So let's get started. Okay. Competition Commission of India. What is this CCI does? From name itself, it is something related to the competition, right? So what CCI does is CCI regulates the competition in the market. For example, if you take about cold drinks, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, Fanta, so many things are there. What if everybody starts competing? One Coca-Cola have increased price, Fanta is also increasing price. Coca-Cola will increase price more, Fanta will increase price more, right? So this competition, because of this competition, general public will suffer, right? So to regulate it, to control it, this Competition Commission of India is formed. It will control the competition. It will control the prices in the market. Otherwise, every company will keep the price according to them. I have increased price, you will increase price more. Or I am giving discount, you will give discount more. Some limit should be there, right? If giving more discount, that is also a loss. If I give you a lot of discount, it is benefit for you, no doubt. But for my business, it is loss. For the competition, for my industry, it is a loss, right? So to regulate this Competition Commission of India came into effect. Now, competition is a contest between organisms, animals, any competition, right? Any challenge. Okay, this is important. Competition Commission was set up to create and sustain fair competition. That fair dealing should be there. Nobody is unfair in the economy, that will provide a level playing field to the producers and make markets work for the welfare of the consumers. We are not saying that it will eliminate the competition. No, there should be some competition. If there is no competition, how will the business work? How will the country work? Competition is very important, but it should be healthy competition. It should be fair competition. It should not be unhealthy competition, right? So that what RBI will do, CCI will do, CCI will regulate it. Now, two types competition: direct competition and indirect competition. This also, I think so, we have discussed direct competition and indirect competition. In the same industry, if you are competing in the same industry, that means what? It is a direct competition. For example, it is given fast food restaurant, McDonald's and Burger King, competition. Coca-Cola and Pepsi, just now I'll give you the example. Same product they are giving, same services they are providing. So it is a direct competition. Indirect competition means what? You're not providing the same services, but indirectly your competition is there. Where indirect competition means what? Where you are closely related and where as a general public, I will think that where I should invest. For example, a restaurant, whether I should go restaurant or a movie theater. If I have only 1,000 rupees, I will think that whether I should go for the restaurant or I should go for the movie theater. I can go for one only. I'm just taking an example, right? So what is this? This is indirect competition. Directly, they are not related, but indirectly, they are having competition. So indirect, this is called indirect relation. See, examples are also given, or the close things. For example, tea, coffee. If tea prices goes very high, I may shift to coffee. Indirect competition, substitute, that where the public can substitute also. Indirect competition. A fine dining restaurant has a competition with other local restaurants, but it also competes with nearby supermarkets that offer ready to eat meals, right? Processed food, packed foods, right? So it is an indirect competition. So what CCI wants? CCI wants that there should be free and fair competition. CCI is not saying that there should be no competition. CCI is saying that there should be competition, but fair. It should be healthy competition. It should be fair competition. Because if competition is there, then only market will develop. I will always think, oh, this person have done this. I will also have to bring some new techniques, some new things, some innovations. I will work more hard, right? My efficiency will increase. That is why competition is very important. Otherwise, nobody will take an effort also if there is no competition. But it should be healthy competition. Now, Competition Act 2002, RBI Act 1934, SEBI Act 1992, Competition Act 2002. So you'll have to remember the years also. Now here also this is important that how many members will be there. Just like in SEBI we have seen, here also the CCI was established by central government on 14th October 2003. The commission is a body corporate having perpetual succession and common seal. That means it is a company, a body corporate. CCI means what? A company is there who is going to regulate all this thing. CCI consists of chairperson and 6 members appointed by central government. So just there only write it down, chairperson plus 1 plus 6. That in SEBI we had 9. Here we are having 1 plus 6. So just take care of all these things. Do not get confused in everything, right? 6 members appointed by central government. It is the duty of commission. Commission means what? CCI, Competition Commission of India. In short, they have written commission. It is the duty of commission to eliminate practice that have adverse effect on competition. Very important word, adverse. Which is having such adverse. Adverse means what? Negative effect. If it is having positive effect on market, on competition, thumbs up. CCI is going to allow. But if it is having adverse competition, if public is suffering, then CCI will regulate it. CCI will eliminate it. Adverse effect on the competition, promote and sustain competition, protect the interest of consumers. That consumers should not be at loss also. Just because in your rivalry, in your both the companies' rivalry, I'm suffering. Every company is increasing prices, going on increasing prices, and then consumer will suffer. So CCI will take care of this. Then, okay, the preamble to the competition. What is the preamble? Again, same thing, introduction, objective. An act to provide keeping in view of the economic development of the country. It is not that competition will, CCI will only just see the public. CCI will have to see this also, that economy should also be developed, right? CCI have that responsibility also, that the economy of India should also be developed. So CCI will look at both the things. For the establishment of commission to prevent practices having adverse effect on competition, to promote and sustain competition, again same thing is repeated. Quickly read this objective. To achieve its objectives, the Competition Commission of India, what they do. Quickly read these points. Okay, is it done? So CCI will take care. CCI will take care of if anybody is not, if any company is not working properly, CCI can give a punishment also. CCI will take care that nobody is dominating others. Abuse of dominant position. CCI will take care that no, by preventing the abuse of dominant position. That if you are at dominant position, you are not misusing your powers. CCI will take care. If I am at dominant position, I am not misusing my powers. So CCI is going to take care. Done. So any doubts in CCI till now? So this chapter is important, please, and very easy chapter, very easy chapter. If you know the words, full forms also, you will able to guess that what will it will be about, right? So easy chapter, but important. The questions are asked from this chapter very often, and very good questions are asked. Okay, next is IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Now again, from heading only you will come to know it will be something related to insurance business, insurance sector, right? Insurance regulatory. It will regulate, it will control the insurance business. That is called Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. So what IRDA will do? IRDA will give permission that who will give this insurance facility, which company is allowed to give insurance facility, which company is not allowed. LIC, life insurance policy, all these policies are controlled by insurance. What are the policies? Who will be insurance agent? For becoming an insurance agent also, now you have to give a exam. So in that, IRDA regulates, right? So in IRDA, basically it will going to take care of everything related to insurance. That whether insurance money is paid. I have taken insurance. Let us say I have taken insurance. But what if the insurance company is not paying me money when I am required, right? So IRDA will take care. Then IRDA will take care what should be the premiums. Because if I am taking insurance, I have taken medical insurance. That if I suffer any medical problem, insurance company will pay the money. But for that, every month or every year, I will have to pay premiums. What premium should be there? How much? Not exact, but maximum, minimum limit. IRDA will set. What should be there? When should be there? How much should be? What should be the rate? Insurance rates should be there. Which type of insurance should be there? There are different types of insurances. Personal insurance, marine insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, stock insurance, right? You can get your stock also insured, business insurances, right? Fire insurance, so many life insurances are there, so many insurances are there. So everything will be regulated by this IRDA, Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Done. Again, now IRDA Act 1999. So you will have to remember the years also when it was there. Allows private players to enter into the insurance sector in India. Besides a maximum foreign equity of 26% in a private insurance company having operations in India. Now the IRDA allows the private sectors also that if you want to start your insurance business, you can go to the IRDA, you can apply, you can, if IRDA allows you, if it gives the permission, you can also start your insurance business, right? So same thing, in IRDA does all these things. The insurance bills proposed by UPA government in July 2013, but passed in July 2014, raised the FDI limit in insurance sector to 49%. Previously in insurance sector, foreign investors should be maximum 26%. Why? So that maximum investors are of India. The control do not go to foreigners. Now after 2014, it increased to 49%. That 49% foreign investors can be there, but 51% should be Indian. That means what? Control is in the hands of India only. IRDA we want that control do not go to foreigners. Control should be in our hand only. Majority should be in my hand only. So it has been increased to 49%. It serves as an authority to protect the interest of holders of insurance policy, to regulate and promote and ensure orderly growth of insurance industry and for matters connected therewith. Same thing, just like SEBI was doing. SEBI was taking care of all related to shares. Now insurance, IRDA will take care of all related to insurance. IRDA will take care of the insurance provider. IRDA will take care of insurance taker also, right? Insurer, insuree. It will take care of both. Now, mission statement of authority is nothing but your objective. What are the objectives of this authority, IRDA? What it is going to do? To protect the interest, to bring out speedy and orderly growth of the insurance industry for the benefit of common men. Different schemes are there, right? 1 month, every month I have to pay the premiums, or yearly I will have to pay the premiums, quarterly I have to pay the premium. So all these things are regulated by IRDA. Then, and it should be fair that insurance company are not doing any fraud with the customers. That is also IRDA will take care of it. That insurance company have taken premium, but when it comes to returning, it is not returning. So all these things will be governed by IRDA, Insurance Regulatory Authority. IRDA will issue the certificate. What are the duties, powers, and functions of IRDA? Issue to the applicant a certificate of registration, renew, modify, withdraw, suspend, or cancel the registration. Just like when you go for license, renewal license is there, when you have to apply for the fresh license, right? All these things, or if you have to change any name, if there is a name mistake, same thing IRDA will do. Then IRDA will protect the interest of the policy holder, right? Every insurance numbers are there. Every insurance policy have their own personal numbers. IRDA will take care of this, that it is proper, it is not repeated. Then, so all these things will be taken care of IRDA insurance. Now, these are so many lists given to you. You don't have to mug up each and everything. Just have to read once and you have to understand that what insurance companies does. And that all will be regulated by IRDA. That's it. Because nobody is going to ask you entire all the list.